morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today we got some news to be looking at. There's some Pokemon stuff that's been happening that we need to have a good old chat about. And I want to start off with a new promo pack, which is being given out in China. Basically, what's happening is there's a mission reward pack. The Collect 151 series of special missions are in full swing, and starting from the 21st of March, you can pick up these promo packs by competing in events and such. Here's the thing, though. They've got a new stamp! Yay! If we have a look at Wiglet, who doesn't love Wiglet, we can see that we've actually got the little Pikachu promo stamp on there. It's quite cool. Having said that, it's an ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill Wiglet. And we all love Wiglet. I think we can all agree that we all love ourselves some Wiglet. But at the end of the day, this is a Wiglet that we've had before. It's not a particularly good or playable card. It's not one that people are really taking to tournaments. It's got rather lovely artwork. It's from Paradox Rift. It's fine. But that's the best I can say about it. It's fine. Like the stamp, it's okay. Similarly, there's a Helix fossil. It's a Helix fossil from 151. And look, if you've been around the Pokemon community for a while, you'll know that Helix fossil is awesome. And you'll have those memories of that thing that happened. And you'll be like, oh, it's Helix fossil. And that'll be cool. But again, it's not like this is a particularly special or exciting card. It's just a reprint of Helix fossil with this stamp on. And I do think the stamp is cool. But I don't think there's anything particularly special about it. But then we knock it up a little bit of a notch. There is a Wattrel. But it's not your ordinary everyday one-of-the-mill Wattrel. No. This is the shiny Wattrel that actually came around back in Paldean Fates. But now it's got a stamp. We don't see these special shiny cards being stamped very often at all. These things come around in these special sets like Paldean Fates. And they stay there. And then that's what we've got. That's where we are. They generally don't get reused. We don't get new versions of these printed with a stamp. And yet, that's exactly what's happening here. And that is obviously extremely cool. Same card, with a stamp. Do we need it? No, obviously not. Is it still awesome that we're getting it? Yeah. Yeah, it is. But then there's Miraidon EX. And this is where things get very, very interesting. Because this Miraidon is going to look a little bit familiar to you and a little bit unfamiliar. Because on the one hand, we look at that and we go, oh, 220 HP, an ability that's got a 2 lightning in it, and then free energy, 220. Even if you don't read simplified Chinese, because mainland China, that's a language they use. Even if you don't read that language, you can go, well, hang on a second. This is clearly the Miraidon from Scarlet and Violet base. It's that one. It's the one that's got the ability to search out a couple of lightning Pokemon, and it's got that attack for 220, which is actually pretty good. We like this card. It's that card that Wassy predicts every event to win. Not every event, incidentally, only where I think it's got a pretty good chance. The thing is, that artwork's going to look a little bit unfamiliar to you. Because, of course, we did get the Miraidon back in Scarlet and Violet base. And then along with that, we also got ourselves the full art of that Miraidon. And then we got the gold version of that Miraidon. And then we got the special illustration rare version, which is extremely cool. Then we got ourselves a promo version of the Miraidon. And then in Paldean Fates, we got a second gold version of the Miraidon. So we've had many different versions of this Miraidon. 6, if anybody's keeping count. 6 unique artworks or printings or finishings or however you want to phrase it of this particular Miraidon card. Well, now we've got number 7. Because this is different. This is not the same as we've seen before. If we put the 3 quote-unquote regular arts next to each other, you'll notice this is not the regular artwork. It's not the promo artwork. This is different again. But it's not actually brand new. Had to rack my brain a little bit for this one. I don't know how many of you have noticed this. It's a little bit obscure. But remember in Hong Kong and Taiwan, I showed you that they had those pre-constructed decks that have alternate art EXs in? Well, this is the Miraidon from there. So not a brand new card, not a never-before-seen card or anything like that. Just one that we've seen once in Hong Kong and Taiwan and not seen again. As it stands at the moment, this card is not coming out in English. Or it's not coming out in Japanese. Japan and the West, we've not seen sight nor sign of this card. It's had a release in Hong Kong, Taiwan. It's coming out in China as this promo. That's the best we've got. But once again, it's more proof, if anyone needed, of China being willing to go, this is cool, let's do this. Let's not just do what we normally do. Let's not just run with the cards we've seen. No. Let's bring a bunch of cool new stuff in, and I, for one, am delighted. But there's one other cool thing we need to have a little bit of a chat about today, and that is the fact that over in Japan, they've got a 3v3 tournament, 3-on-3 battle, which is happening on Saturday, April the 5th. And essentially what you do is you have a team with 3 people. If you don't have a team, teams can be assigned by lottery, don't worry. And then you go and play a little bit of a tournament. And fun things happen. And you just play as normal. But basically we got teams of 3 people. And essentially you line up, and whoever wins 2 of the 3 games, that team ends up being victorious. And then if you get 3 consecutive victories, you basically win. Just free to win. Yay! There is apparently a commemorative card, but that has not yet been shown off, for which I can only apologise. Sorry about that. But there are some cool things going on. When you play, when you participate, you get yourself a basic energy. I'm not going to show you all the different types, I don't think I need to, but all of the ones are available. They look like this. They've got the stamp, and they're pretty cool. They've got Championship Series 2025 on there. They are rather lovely. I am a fan. You don't need these. These are, they're not exactly, cards that you're going to be desperate for or anything like that, but that doesn't mean they're not cool. What's really sad to me, though, and this does actually make me genuinely sad, is that these aren't legal in the West. They're only legal in Japan. If you want to be playing with these cards, the Japanese energy, I mean, you've got to be in Japan or playing somewhere where Japanese cards are legal. And unfortunately for us, Japanese cards, even energy, are not legal. And I understand why, because of different potential card thickness and printing quality and card back and all of that. It just makes me a little bit sad. Never mind. But what else is happening is you get yourself 1 of 9 random stickers, which is another one of those things whereby Pokemon don't need to do this. No one really asked them to do this. Nobody was expecting them to do this. Nobody would have noticed had Pokemon not done this. But I'm so glad that they did. Essentially, when you join in, you get 1 of 9 random stickers. And you may notice that the stickers are just the trainer's Pokemon. So you can get one of the ones from battle partners. That is to say, your End Zoroark, your Lily's Clefairy, your Iono's Bellabolt, or your Hop Zacian. All 4 of them are available, and that's rather lovely. Lily's Clefairy, obviously the biggest of them. And then we've also got your free Trainers EXs that came around in Hot Air Arena. Your Arven's Mabastiff, your Ethan's Ho-Oh, and your Cynthia's Garchomp. Cynthia's Garchomp, by the way, far and away the best of these. Oh, Ethan's Ho-Oh actually coming up behind. But still, these are regular art. I think they'd actually be much cooler stickers if they were special illustration rares. But of course, there's a reason they can't be. And one of the main reasons they can't be is if I show you the last couple, it's Marnie's Grimmsnarl and Steven's Metagross. Yeah, they've gone for all of the Trainers EXs so far, which means Misty misses out. Because Misty never had an EX in Hot Air Arena, that means Misty never gets a sticker here. Which, again, it's just one more reason why Misty has been, frankly, a little bit hard done by in this whole situation. But you couldn't do special illustration rares because, of course, your Grimmsnarl and your Metagross just don't have special illustration rares. It's just not a thing. Sorry about that. I still would rather they were special illustration rare stickers, but never mind. These could be cheeky, very sought after, though. They are extremely cool, they are Pokemon TCG, they are unique, and they are only available if you go and enter this free-on-free battle. I should mention it's actually a side event for the next Champions League. I believe it's happening in Miyagi, so this is cool. I love this. I would love to see more stuff like this in the West. I think it would be wonderful. I would be all for it. But now, I want to know what you think about all of this, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel, like the lovely Smash Cafe, who have been supporters for a little while now and seem to be very lovely. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.